Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicoletta and I am a third sister. If you need one or, have one and already need another one, here I am. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about how we are becoming even more self-aware of our bodies and our needs. And part of that involves our daily rat race schedules and how some of our lifestyles are not healthy. Um, Mainly pertains to people that are stuck in that dead end 9 to 5, 40-hour work week, and how that sometimes can turn into a 60-hour work week or even a 70-hour work week. And then you do it again the next week. And the next thing you know, you're at over 80 hours or 80 hours and just feeling like you've gotten the life sucked out of you. Um, I was in corporate America for at least 15 years, and I recently just started off on my own bookkeeping, notary, copywriting, art business venture, and then doing this channel on the side. Now, granted, I have the means to be able to do that. I have a spouse that loves me and supports me and saw how things were affecting me and didn't want that for me anymore, and helped us get to a situation where I am able to do those things. And granted, I know that that is not everyone's story. And for years when I was single, that was certainly not my story. And it was very hard to be the one person I relied on and have to deal with that all the time and, not have that in my life. So I'm very fortunate to be able to have that. And I know that not everyone has that. But I do know that there were ways that I used to be able to take care of myself while I was in that rat race insanity, and things that I did to prevent myself from going absolutely insane. And what I'm seeing more and more is that since women have joined the workforce, it's, I know I'm not saying anything new here, we're still expected to do everything that a 1950s housewife would do. We're still expected to cook, we're still expected to clean, we're still expected to do all this while working that work week. We're still expected to have the ability to do all of this, even though we are absolutely shot. And it's hard as a woman in today's world because there is such a level of empathy that we have intrinsically, the nurturing instinct that we have, and we have that overworked and exploited every day at our jobs, needing to take care of this person's need, needing to take care of this person's needs over here, this random project that came up. If you're a teacher, I, I don't even know how you're a teacher in today's world. I would lose my mind. But that in and of itself is its own level of exhaustion. Um, there's so much that we are expected to do and take care of, and that's put on top of us because we are strong enough to be able to do it. And then to be able to maintain the house and have all these domestic duties, and oftentimes they're not split. Again, I'm fortunate enough that my spouse is able to understand that we need to have split things, and he's split with me on a lot of things that we do in our house. But I know that that's not always the case with a lot of women in today's world. And it's hard to be able to come home and then do the dishes and then do laundry and then take care of this kid, take care of that thing, and do that thing over there. I know I got to remember we need this. Oh, we need to do that. Oh, we need to do the other thing. And by the end of the day, the only time you get to yourself is in your head when you go to sleep at night. And it's absolutely exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting. What I used to do, some of the things I used to do, when I had a account manager job where I was literally working 50, 60 hours a week as an account manager, assisting clients with payroll, sick time accruals, taxes, and everything else under the sun relating to running a business as part of a payroll software company I worked for, at the end of my day, what I would do is I would get in my car and I would go for a drive around the block. If you work from home and you have a job that's like that, like an account manager job, or just even a job work from home, your body, your brain needs the ability to like decompress and reset. So if you work from home, you need that commute in to work and after work. And that's what my therapist and I talked about, and it worked. After work, what I would do is I would leave my house and I would go in my car and I would drive down the road, mile and a half, sometimes 2 miles, make a loop, and just rant about everything that was fucked up in my day out loud or in my head, listen to my music, and then come back home, park my car, and now I am home. I created that divide for myself, and that really helped. So just driving around the corner, and then, oh my God, I can't believe this person. Oh my God, I can't believe that thing. This situation is so fucked up. Blah, blah, blah. And then back home. And I'm home. Now, I know that's not everybody's life, and I know that that's not everybody's story, but I can tell you, if you work from home and you have a stressful job, like how I had a stressful job, that helps to create that divide. Because you come out of your office and it's your house. Your commute is 50 feet to your couch, right? And then you're just expected to go, well, I'm with my family now. And that's not how it's supposed to work. You know, we're still in this capitalist mindset of, you know, going to work and coming home and going to work and coming home, but we're fucking working from home. And it's hard to be able to go, and now I'm home, when your desk is 50 feet away. Leave your office. If you don't have an office, close up the, tray table or whatever you have for your work from home environment. Find some way to leave it. Shut it. Shut the tray table, put it away. Shut the door to your room that's your home office and walk away. Go out to your car, go for a little cruise around town, and then back. Maybe go get yourself a coffee. Lord knows you probably need it, or whatever you want. And just do whatever. Get groceries for dinner. Whatever you need to do. Just little cruise around and then back. And if you don't have a car, walk, bike, whatever. Just get out of your fucking head for 5 minutes and walk and go do something. And now I'm home. You know what I mean? Voice memo. I'm big on voice memos. Journal about it. Journaling about your day at your job is also a good way of keeping a log of what happened that day, should you need it for HR. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You could do that too. Everyone has that one person that's like on their last nerve. And as you journal about it, you might be able to see patterns. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So that's some of the ways that I cope, the way I deal with things working from home. Now, how do we handle like the rat race that we have today? Well, if you're unfortunately stuck in it and there's no way for you to get out of it, one of the things that I did that really helped me in my time before I was, allowed to have the life that I'm able to have now and able to provide it for myself and have someone work on it with me. I would do something after work, a hobby, an interest, something like that. For me, that was my art. This is some of my art. I share my art all over my channel. This piece is actually part of my women's collection, which is actually funny because that's actually part of this one's topic is just everything with women and physical health and all that. This is a piece I did mimicking Betty White, and it's done completely out of makeup. The body, the sand, um, her makeup and everything, it's all actual makeup because that's what we as women paint ourselves with. So I painted her with makeup, and I did mix some acrylic so that it would last. I'm sure there's a preservationist out there that will thank me for that, but it's all makeup. And then even her hair, I use black hair dye and black acrylic. And her bikini is cloth and sequin, which I upcycled. So, this is my art. This is what I would do after work. I would go and I would find art shows and do stuff like that. And that became a side hustle for me. And it was something that I did and I'm still doing since 2010. I've been an artist and had my own art business for 16 years. It is not my sole source of income and it never was. It's always been a hobby and something I do for fun that makes a little extra money sometimes. But it was something I did to get myself out of that rat race. You might be dead ass tired, but you have to still go out and go do something. I mean, that was my thing. I would even say go far as to take a shower, literally as I call it, wash off the day, and then sit down and maybe write a book. It doesn't have to be great. Maybe write some funny short stories. Share them with your coworkers. Become published. Write poetry. Become published in that. Now you have something that is a creative side hustle that is feeding your soul, feeding your spirit, and not something that your dumbass rat race job can control. You now have something that you're helping to create an extra source of income for yourself. And it's also creative. There are ways around this bullshit. And as we become more self aware that it's not good for us, we need to seek things that are good for us, that do feed our creative needs and our ability to be, human beings, right? That's small, dumb little ways that you can maybe fix things. Taking a drive, taking a walk, wash the day off of you, go write some poetry, go do something else. And for the love of God, delete LinkedIn, delete ZipRecruiter, put it on a schedule and just silence it at the end of your workday. Outlook, all of that. Unless you are like a nurse or somebody very vital to the company that has to be on call, you don't need to be on call. An account manager at a salary level of like $60,000 does not need to have their phone on them 24/7. Somebody that does payroll does not need to have their phone on them 24/7. Somebody in marketing does not need to have their phone on them 24/7. And you're like, no, payroll and marketing are important. Really? Has there ever been an emergency in marketing? In marketing? No. No. There is no such thing as an emergency in marketing. What, were the letters too big? Was the client mad because it was too yellow? That is a tomorrow problem. That is not a now problem. If you are off the clock and someone emails you after a long ass day, we need to go back and look at the specs for the client. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. They can wait till tomorrow. I promise you, their building will still be there. Their business will still be there without your marketing pitch. And if it's not, were they even going to be able to pay you? Let's think about that. Let's think about that. And for payroll, there's so many checks and balances. I am a bookkeeper. I know all about payroll. I did account management for a payroll company for 3 years. It can fucking wait till tomorrow. I promise you. Unless for some reason the paychecks did not go out, which I don't think would happen unless there's been a major disconnect with the bank or there's some other kind of major internal issue that's probably up at a CFO level. It can wait till tomorrow. The world economy does not depend on your payroll, and it can wait till tomorrow. Everyone will still be there. Everyone will still clock in. Everything will be fine. It'll be okay. All right? I'm even going to give you my magic hands. It'll be okay. I used to do that with some of my clients. This is not the emergency you're looking for. All right? Go sit your ass down. Enjoy time with your family. Turn off your fucking phone. And have a good evening. If your job is disrupting you to where you can literally feel the cortisol welling up in your body, that is not for you. That is beyond a rat race job. That is like a rat race rocket launch. That's not for you. That's not for any normal human being. And that company probably has so many internal issues that are so far behind the Wizard of Oz curtain that you don't know about that are slowly starting to come out into we need to push all of our lower level employees to do all of this shit so that everything gets done because we haven't done it. Don't be dumb like that. Don't let people push you into doing shit that is not your problem. It's not your problem. Ask yourself this. If the building were to fall down tomorrow, would the CEO care more about the insurance claim or saving you from the fucking building? Insurance claim, your life. Insurance claim, your life. I'm going to say it's probably going to be the insurance claim. I'm going to say your life probably doesn't fucking matter to them. And I'm going to say that you maybe need to treat everything that they give you with that in mind. Okay? Become more self aware of your needs. And if you are self aware of your needs, start developing little ways to have boundaries in your day that silence all of it. You know, I have 4 different things I'm doing: the bookkeeping, the notary, the copywriting, the art business. 5 really, this channel. And then I have a small gig doing ghost tour guides. So, with all of that, I have learned increasingly that my time and my boundaries are absolutely important and absolutely necessary. And everyone else has them, and it's okay if I have them too. Now, I am not saying this gives you license to be a complete bitch. You know, this does not give you license to shut everybody out or, cause such a rift in your workplace to where you've caused a mutiny. But it does give you license to set small boundaries in your day and create a culture by example of turn it off. You only get so much time with your loved ones, with your spouse, your kids, your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, whatever you have in your living situation that is important to you. Or maybe you have a family you chose, right? You only get so much time with those people that care, that matter. Those people will be with you when you are in the ER, not your fucking boss. You know where your boss is going to be? They're going to be in here. They're going to be in here. They're going to be in your dumbass phone asking you where that report is. What's going on? Why haven't you emailed this person or that person? While you might be having a true issue. It doesn't fucking matter. And I can tell you, as a former funeral arranger, someone that's been around the funeral industry in the past, and that, grew up with death and grew up with trauma nursing and all of that in her life around my family, that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't. It can totally wait until the next day. And creating little boundaries to be able to break away from your rat race is absolutely important and absolutely needed. You don't even have to do it to create a side hustle. You don't even have to do it for those reasons. You can literally just do it to just sit down and have a drink and enjoy time with your family. You don't have to make dinner all the damn time. You don't have to do the dishes all the damn time. You can create boundaries, create a chore list, create a schedule that says, I need help with this. And if those people do not respect your needs to be able to have things completed for the house that y'all live in, they ain't for you. That's fucking basic in 2026. Being able to split chores, being able to break away, being able to function and create a divide in your life between work and your personal life is absolutely valid, absolutely necessary, absolutely needed. It's doing little things that add up to you being able to do bigger things. So I'll leave you with that. Create divides in your day, set up your day for boundaries, and go onwards and upwards from here. Bye.